Good morning, my miniatureholic family. It is a beautiful day, and we are going to focus on the dining room and the two hallways. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the ceiling in the dining room in both hallways, and I'm going to put the lights up for the ceilings. This room is going to have a chandelier. It's beautiful. Wait till you see it. But I'm also going to permanently glue this door because I don't want it to move, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do when I show you how I'm going to trace the wires around the door. I do not want it to move. And at the same time, I'm not going to permanently glue this door or this one just yet because I want to put the floor in first before I make those permanent. So yeah, we're going to do this ceiling, and the lights. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to trace the wires once I bring them up. So I know when I first did the grooves, it kind of confused some people, but this will help make it make sense. So let's go back around here to the dining room because I want to show you the chandelier that I'm going to put up here. The wire's going to come up here, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to attach that to this wall right here. Okay, let's get started. All right, so we're going to start with the dining room ceiling. I've already had templates for the floor and the ceilings. I cut those out way at the beginning. I talked about that in a previous video. So what I'm going to do is take this dining room ceiling, this template, and I'm going to cut this the same size and glue it on there. And literally it's white, so it's going to match the dining room, and I don't have to do the painting and all the extra steps with the masking tape. So we're going to do that first, and then I'm going to put a hole through it and string up the lights. Alright, let's see how that one goes. Okay, so this is the ceiling template for the dining room. So I've got it pretty much where I want it. It's better to have a little more than not enough. So I'm going to go ahead and mark it so I know where to cut it. And I like this one because it's just a straight cut. There's no curves and no like maze type shapes like corners here, corners there, where there is in other ceilings, but this one is straight to the point. And pretty much so are the two hallways. So I like this pattern for the ceiling. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to do both hallways the same ceiling in the two back hallways. So the rest of the house I have a different type of ceiling, but I like this pattern for those. We're going to see how that goes. So I'm going to get this cut out real quick. Okay. Let's see. Get it lined up. A little extra just in case. I can always cut it. Alright, here we go. And one more cut. I just love these straight to the point cuts, and you don't have to worry about the extra work when they're not. You have to cut more. You have to, oh my God, measure, add more paper, take more paper. I just love the straightforward. Almost done. Okay. A little bit more. Alright, let's see. Bam! We got it. And so this is what it looks like. And I love the pattern. This can even be like wallpaper, ceiling or wallpaper, and you can paint it. But I want it to stay white so that it will match the trim. So, and that's just for the dining room and the hallways, both front and back, up and down. So I'm going to get those cut out, and then we're going to pretty much glue it onto the template. And I think I'm going to have some books or something just hold it down so that way it'll be flat. When I get ready to glue it up, I won't have much problems at all. Alright, get going. Alright, so now I have the template for the dining room, and I'm just gonna, I made my little watered down glue, so I'm getting as much as I can on here, and I'm just putting it on. I think I put a little bit too much water, but I'm scraping up the glue off the bottom, so hopefully that'll work. And I'm gonna let this sit literally for about no less than 5 hours, because I want it to stay. And then when I do finally check it and it's not sticking like around the edges, then I'll just add some more glue. Only this time it won't be watered down. But it's going on smooth. Let me see. Yeah, it's sticky, which means good. There's still plenty of glue on there. Alright, so I'm using wax paper underneath so that I don't get my mat board, get glue on it and mess it up. Just trying to make sure I got the edges real good. There we go. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is put the wallpaper, or yeah, the wall. Actually, this is wallpaper, but you can use it for anything. So I cut it already to measure, and I'm putting it on here. Try to make it as straight as possible. Oh, it's sticking good already. Okay, gotta move it down. Come on. Alright, gotta bring it up. Come on. I need you to go on exactly the way that I cut you. Okay, so I'm gonna do it this way, like I did with the walls inside of the hallway. Start from the top, go to the bottom. Come on. Please work, please. I do not feel like adding anything. Okay, good. So I'm getting any bubbles out so that it'll be smooth. There's one. And I'm not using the card on this because I'm scared I might rip it. Let's see. I am feeling, let's see what's gonna happen with this. Okay. I can actually, I'm gonna have to readjust it. I hate it when I have to do that. So instead of going at the top, let me try right here at the bottom. No, no, no. See, this sucks when it does this. So I'm gonna start here and go across. Way better, way better, way better. Boy, sometimes it gets tricky on you. I'm gonna fold it over. Here. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to go lay this somewhere, and I'm going to put something heavy on it. And more than likely something like this, because it's big enough, or maybe two stacks of books to make sure that it stays. So, okay, so what I'm going to do while I'm waiting for the ceilings to dry is I'm going to test the lights, which honestly this should have been done before I put those lights up. So just note, test your lights before you even put them up, because if you get them up, something goes wrong, or if it's not just a bulb, bulb you can change, but if it's something else, or you have to switch the wiring, it's going to be hell to pay. So this is a strip. This is one of my old strips that I have that you plug in, and then this big thing is the adapter. They do have smaller ones, but I got the big one because I have a lot of lights. So you saw me, I'm gonna plug the adapter in. Hold on. Alright. Let's see. So you saw me take the wiring apart. So So all I do now is just literally just, the wire is split, just split it a little bit more. And you do the reverse. You put it back in the little hole. And see that this right here, the copper wire, I like a little bit more amount of show, so I just pick it off with my nail. It's hard to see, but take a little bit more off because I want the wire to touch. Okay. I call them little prongs, but I want it to touch that. So now that it's split, I'm going to put it back in one hole because there's two holes. There's like 3 holes. So I'm going to put it in this one hole here. Okay, it's in. So I'm going to put it, let me see. Okay, so you just take and you put one in. Oh, great. Okay, let me do this. Just stick this in here. And then I take my pliers and I push it in like that. Do the other side the same way. Make sure that it'll fit down in here. Sticks this down in here, and then I take my little prong, as I call them, and I stick it down in here. And I would take my pliers and push it down in there. And then just pull this string through, and you got it. So I'm going to plug it in to this adapter right here, and hopefully we get some light. Let's see. Alright, so let me take it around here and show you what we got. Now see, this is what I'm talking about. See how one of the lights is on and the other one isn't. Hold on, let me turn this camera to where you can actually see. Okay, so here we go. Now this is what I was talking about. Had I tested the lights beforehand, then I would have known that one of them had a problem. And it may just be the bulbs. Let's just hope so. Let's see. Tighten it up. The bulb may be blown, or it might not even be a good connection. So let me redo it and then I'll get back with you. Okay, so I got it going. See, what I did was I showed you how to put it in, but I only did one plug. I actually left this out. So I actually put the plug in. Now this is not going to be here. These wire, this little plug here, I'm going to take it off and it's going to be wired. And I'm going to I have extra wiring. I'm going to add on to this. I'm going to show you how I do it. All wires are going to be unseen and they're going to go underneath the house. So this strip will be under the house, but you will not see it. So look how nice that looks. So now what I'm going to do is go over here to my desk and start testing all of the lights. So I'll let you see me do a couple of them. Okay, so I got the strip over here. I got the adapter plugged in. So I just want to test some of these lights. Oh, okay. I'm going to try this one. This is the bedroom light. Make sure it works. Alright, so it does work. There are bulbs in it that are not lighting up, which means I need 3 bulbs, and I did purchase them, so I'm going to put those in, but when I'm done, it's going to be really pretty in that bedroom. So that's one of them that works. And let's try this one here. This is going to go in the back hallway. Oh, pretty. So cute. Look at that. This is the fun part for me. I love lights. Let's see if I can get it closer. Love it. Okay, let's try one of these chandeliers. because the rest of them I'm going to do off camera because it's quite a few. But let's see how this looks. Okay, so I see some of the chandelier lights didn't come on, so that means sometimes the bulbs come loose through shipping. But this is one of the ones that's going to go into the family room slash office slash, I don't know, hangout area. So there's going to be two of them, remember? This one and this one. These are beautiful. Wait until you see the chandelier for the dining room. I'm going to leave that as a surprise. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up and get back with you when I'm done. Alrighty then. So now we are ready to try to fit the ceiling for the top hallway. So we need to put it in this way. And I know I'm going to have to trim a little bit of this off, but I'm going to tilt it. Looks like I'm going to have to cut. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut a little bit back here and just a little bit off here. And also I'm going to have to take this magnet down and probably move it forward. But in order to place this properly, that's what we're going to have to do. So, take care of that first. Okay, so I need to trim off just a little bit of the back part and then a little bit on the side. So, I'm going to turn it this way so I can get a good view. I would say about that much should do. And here we go. And take another pass through to hopefully get a clear cut. Okay, good. Okay, now I'm going to take a little bit off of this side. And it should fit really good. I'm going to do a little bit at a time. So if there's a problem, I can always cut more. Don't want to take too much off at one time. Yeah, come on. And hopefully one more pass will do. Good. Alright, so we'll see if that'll fit. So before I can actually fit this properly, I need to remove this magnet because, for one, it's in the way of the ceiling. Two, it's back too far, so it's really not catching the door magnet. So, try to get this out of here. All right. I don't have to do this manually. This takes too much time, which looks like that part I am. All right, let me get a manual. Should have started it with the manual from jump. Sometimes the electrical tools can be a little too powerful. And there's nothing like manual. Let's see if we can get this side. Move it back. You get in here better. Alright, let me try this. Alright, so this one wants to be complicated. Manual back to electrical, back to manual. And pull down as I'm turning, hopefully. If it's this much trouble getting it out, I'm scared of putting it back. Oh, this thing was hell getting out of there. Oh, but we got it out. So when I put it back, I'm literally going to have to put it like that so it'll catch closer to the edge. Alright, so let's see if this fits it. We have to cut this some more. So push it all the way back. Okay, so I need to take a little bit more off this edge. Let's do that. Alright, let's hope this is 3 times a Thorn. I'm pushing it back as far as I can. It's a tight fit. Oh, perfect. Great. Okay. So, let me show you what I'm going to do next. So what I'm doing is I'm putting tacky glue all over the board, around the edges. Up and down. That way, this area will take longer to dry, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to get it to stay up there. Here. Alright, so enough of that. Now what I'm getting ready to use is quick grip, because it will grab hold fast. So I'm going to not put it on the tacky, but I'm going to put it in between. I'll show you real quick. And it comes out pretty quick, so I'm putting it in the corners because I want it to stay there. A little bit along the edge here. I do not want it to move. And then I'm going to put it in places that the tacky glue is not, so that it will hold. 2 types of glue. One is extremely strong, one is still strong, but it needs more time to dry. Alright, let's see what happens. And this is good because I'm giving the tacky a little bit of time to dry. So I'm going to probably have to hold this quick grip for a minute. Don't take too long. Alright, ready for the moment of truth? Here we go. Pushing it back as far as I can. That quick grip is gripping really quick. And I'm pushing and I'm pushing and I'm pushing to make sure that it sticks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some masking tape to hold this end up. Okay, so I'm going to take masking tape and we'll put it right here to help hold it till it dries. And I'm still going to keep pressing on it in the middle and in the back towards the wall to make sure that it grabs and stays. Literally, I'll probably just do that for like about 5 minutes or so, and it should rip pretty quick. Probably one more at this end and one more at this end. Okay, so I'm going to keep pressing and keep pressing. And give it time to dry. And while it's drying, I'm going to work on this wall right here in the dining room wall. Okay, I just want to show you how it's holding up there really, really good. Really good. There's no bulking, there is no bubbles. It's just really tight fit. And so when I feel comfortable, I'll take these off and we're good to go. So I'll get the other two done and I'll show you what type of decorations we're going to put here before we actually put the light on. But I'm going to have to drill this hole again that's going to lead to here, so that way it'll be a hole here and I know where to put the wire. Alrighty then. Now this has dried and I've done the lower hall ceiling and the dining room ceiling. I just grabbed a little small screwdriver because I want to redo the hole. Okay. So I'm sticking a little in here, the little screwdriver, and I'm just twisting it back and forth to break through the ceiling, and there, it's through. So now I got a hole to send my wire through. So now I'm going to wire it. Alright, so I take my lamp. Well, I want to at least get it up in there first before I put the glue. So I'm looking for the hole. There we go. And it went in easily. Yay. So I'm pulling it up. And I'm going to put some glue on it. I'm going to put a little quick grip because I don't want to hold it long. Just a little bit. Because it's not a heavy light and I don't want a whole lot. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to pull it up. And I'm not really putting anything in this ceiling as far as decoration. I just don't want anything else. Like I'm going to do this lower one in the dining room. So here's the interesting part. Okay, so this part right here, I'm showing you. Remember the grooves? Now that the wire is in, I can literally lay that in the grooves and tape it down. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So what I'm going to do, because that quick grip works really, really fast, I'm going to take a piece and I'm just going to tape it down. Let's see if I can get it on here. Alright, so I'm literally taking a piece right here. Taking a piece of masking tape. And I'm taping it down temporarily so that it doesn't go anywhere. Let me see if I can get this under this tape. There. Now, see how that's there, and then once you put the floor down, you won't even know it. So when I go further back, another light from the other hall will come up, and then I can just tape it down as I go all over the house. So next I'm going to, let me show you so that light is up, and it's a ceiling fan. And no, it doesn't work. It turns, but it doesn't work. So the next light I'm going to put in is the downstairs hall light. And then we'll have 2 lights in. When I first got this, it was silver, and I got it from Hobby Lobby, and I showed it in a previous video. So what I did was I spray painted it gold. So I'm going to take the center off before I put the chandelier up, and I'm going to stick it up underneath. But it's so thin, and this stuff is sticky, but to me it's not sticky enough, so I'm going to add a little Woohoo glue. Alright, so I'm just going to add a little bit of the Woohoo on 4 sides. And then I'm going to put this in the center of that hole that I drilled. So, let's see. No, it needs to move a little bit that way. So, I'm pressing it up. And there. And so I'm going to put the big one next. And again, some more glue. This spot. And the Woohoo takes longer to dry than the quick grip. But the rest of the sticky part on here should help it hold. So I'm not going to need to put any masking tape. Remove some of this excess spray paint so it'll look even once I put it up. Here we go. So this will go in the center of the little one. There. And that will be that. Okay, so now I'm going to have to put some quick grip. Wire it through first. Come on. There we go. There we go. Got it through. So I'm going to have this big trans. Okay. Let the big transformer hold it. And put some of this quick grip real quick. And hurry up and put it on there because it comes out quick. I have to clean it up in a minute. But there we go. This needs to stay for a minute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to literally use some masking tape to tape this so that it does not move, and I'm going to put the transformer on it. And remove this excess glue. So let that set for a couple of minutes, and then I'll remove it and show you what's next. Alright, so here's a closer look at the chandelier and the front lower hallway and the decoration that I have around it. So it's actually centered better, but at this angle you can't hardly see it. But when the trim goes up around it, it's really going to be pretty. And as for up here, I didn't want anything. I just wanted it plain. But the trim is still going to make it look nice. And I still will be having more detailed decoration all throughout the house. So this is just the basics. And I do mean basics. So now you're actually seeing the wire go through the holes and down the grooves, and it'll all make more sense to you. And I'm going to show you how I did put this back up, but I also moved it forward because it wasn't latching right. So now it latched. Perfect. And so what I did is I made a groove from here to meet up with this wire, because I'm going to have this lamp in the corner on a table. So it's going to go from the table along the edge and down into the groove. And that's pretty much how it's going to be done throughout the house. Anytime I need a groove, I'm just going to make one so the wire can be hidden. Now, let's move to the dining room. Okay, so we have the ceiling up in the dining room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch a hole right here where I originally put it and stick this right in here. There we go. Then I'm going to stick that wire up through just like I did the rest of them. And then I will show you the dining room chandelier. Okay. Here we go. Let's see. There we go. That's going to be nice. So I'm going to take the tape off of here and just hold it down. And maybe one more piece. No need in wasting tape. Recycle it. Okay. Let's see. That's down in the groove. And so now I can show you the chandelier, and then I'm going to light it up for you. I'm going to actually stick the little plug back on it just so you can see the dining room lit up. So I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. Alright, so I got the chandelier up and the ceiling is up as well, and the dining room really looks nice, but now we have lights. Oh my god, it's gorgeous. Tell me it's gorgeous. And then the two lights on the side of the wall, they are going to be lit up when everything else is lit up. I just want to show you what the chandelier look like and get a closer view. This is beautiful, and it actually matches the sconces on the wall. So the dining room is looking really, really good. We got the wallpaper, the lights, the ceiling, and we're going to do the flooring soon. But then we're going to do all the trim and the decorations once I'm done with pretty much most of the house. So that'll be coming, but I just wanted to show you what that looks like. Oh my god, it's so good. We are doing a great job. Look how pretty. And those are real crystals. This was not cheap. Should I tell you how much this light cost? Nah. I don't want to remember.